Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be explaining Borushiki's full transformation as detailed as I can, which is only possible due to a model explaining everything about the Otsutsuki's transferal process for a couple chapters straight. Okay, so as far as design, it's nothing too complicated to explain. This transformation is a literal combination of Momoshiki and Boruto. As we can see on his right side, he possesses Momo's horn as well as the Karma Seal, meaning Borushiki still possesses the ability to absorb ninjutsu in the same way that he would in base form. The difference between how Borushiki absorbed it to how Momoshiki would absorb it is pretty distinct due to the difference between the Karma Seal and the Rinnegan. Momoshiki's Rinnegan doesn't have any specific restrictions when it comes to absorbing anything, whereas the Karma Seal does. The Karma Seal can only absorb ninjutsu that is completely formed by chakra. So for example, if Kakashi were to form a water dragon through a nearby lake, Boruto cannot absorb it, but if he were to shoot a regular fireball at him through his mouth, he can. Another thing to note with this transformation is the fact that he also possesses a Byakugan, meaning this version of Boruto was granted things like being able to see chakra points or 360 vision, so having 0 blind spots. And lastly, when Boruto and Momoshiki first had their transformation fusion, Boruto was seen having some kind of aura surrounding him, though this wasn't proven to last, as later on it just wasn't shown again. So let's get on to how this transformation even came to be. After defeating Momoshiki, Boruto's right hand was forcibly marked with a 4-point black diamond seal. It is a genetic backup of the Otsutsuki, which subconsciously allows Boruto to access the powers of Momoshiki. This transferal in ways is very similar to what Orochimaru was trying to do with Sasuke. According to Ishiki, Boruto has a rare capability for the mark, which has also allowed him to instinctively develop and synchronize with it at an accelerated rate, and has progressed tremendously in the short time since obtaining the mark. Once activated, the mark stretches and expands to cover his entire arm and the right side of his face in a series of lines. While doing so, it greatly boosts his physical capabilities and also lets Boruto absorb almost any ninjutsu. The Karma Seal also allows Boruto to produce a portal to travel other dimensions. Originally, he could not access the mark willingly and it takes a huge toll in his chakra, but was later taught how to control it even more by the help of Kawaki. Even without proper training, Boruto was eventually able to utilize more of the mark's power with little struggle, something that even Ishiki found surprising. Ishiki notes that Boruto's strong and healthy body being compatible with the mark will enable the God Tree to produce the highest quality chakra fruit, making him a target to all the Otsutskis around. Now, despite its benefiting powers, the mark is just as dangerous to him as it is to his opponents. Boruto's entire body and mind is being rewritten by Momoshiki and will eventually become reborn as him. So the question now is, how does Momoshiki awaken inside Boruto and what causes the transformation to take place? In chapter 54, it was revealed by Sasuke that when Boruto himself runs out of chakra, his karma will fully manifest Momoshiki's conscience and personality, allowing him to take control of Boruto's body and fight on his behalf, retaining access to Boruto's knowledge and skills. His physical strength and speed increased dramatically, to such a degree that he could effortlessly destroy Boro to where it was a complete one-sided fight. The same guy, that was hyped up by Kawaki to be in certain cases worse than Jigen. Now this transformation does a lot because there's still one more thing Borushiki is able to do that Boruto can't. While Kakashi and Boruto were training to develop a new Rasengan, Boruto requested to learn the massive Rasengan, but was stated to be impossible by Kakashi due to Boruto just not having the same chakra reserves as Naruto. Yet coincidentally enough, during the Boro battle, after Momoshiki stated Boruto was low on chakra, he used the Karma Seal to absorb a bunch of Naruto's own chakra, which in return allowed him to perform massive Rasengan. It seems with this transformation, Momoshiki is able to enhance Boruto's jutsu capabilities, which also allows him to perform said techniques on a greater scale. We've already seen this with a Rasengan, and with Boruto learning 2 new Rasengans in high compression and wind style Rasengan, I pity anyone that gets hit with them when Borushiki is activated, especially high compression. That would instantly kill almost anyone. Now in order for Boruto to regain consciousness, well, there's only one way, which was also stated by Sasuke, and that's to basically force Borushiki to absorb ninjutsu, which is the opposite method to how he would even need to be put in that mode in the first place. When Borushiki absorbed Naruto's chakra, it was only after some seconds that Boruto was able to awaken, though Sasuke didn't know of this. He was able to find out himself after performing a bunch of jutsus against Borushiki, noticing that he had no intention of absorbing his attacks when he easily could, which formulated Sasuke's suspicion that Borushiki is choosing not to absorb ninjutsu because it could result in Boruto taking back control. And this proved to be right, as Kawaki was forced to burn himself to death. Momoshiki couldn't just watch his only vessel be killed, so he had to take out the flames with karma, which enabled Boruto to awaken. And that, everyone, is everything there is to know so far about Borushiki, his transformation design, abilities, and how it actually works. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd very much appreciate a like, and as always, do appreciate those who watch until the end. This has been your boy Chosen, and I'll catch you on the next one.